Hi, this is the Bible in a Year Live Tanakh Project. Today is day 2 of week 5, and today we continue to read from the complete Jewish Bible, Exodus chapter 36 to 38. Let's begin. Exodus chapter 36. Bezalel and Oholiab, along with all the craftsmen whom Adonai had endowed with the wisdom and skill necessary to carry out the work needed for the sanctuary, are to do exactly according to everything Adonai has ordered. Moshe summoned Bezalel and Oholiab, and every craftsman to whom Adonai had given wisdom, everyone whose heart stirred him, to come and take part in the work. They received from Moshe all the offering which the people of Israel had brought for the work of building the sanctuary, but they still kept bringing voluntary offerings every morning, until all the craftsmen doing the work for the sanctuary left the work they were involved with to tell Moshe, "The people are bringing far more than is needed to do the work Adonai has ordered done." So Moshe gave an order which was proclaimed throughout the camp: neither men nor women are to make any further efforts for the sanctuary offering. In this way, the people were restrained from making additional contributions, for what they had already was not only sufficient for doing all the work, but too much. All the skilled men among them who did the work made a tabernacle using 10 sheets of finely woven linen of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn. He made them with cruvim worked in that had been crafted by a skilled artisan. Each sheet was 42 feet long and 6 feet wide. All the sheets were the same size. He joined 5 sheets one to another, and the other 5 sheets he joined one to another. He made loops of blue on the edge of the outermost sheet in the first set, and did the same on the edge of the outermost sheet in the second set. He made 50 loops on the one sheet, and he made 50 loops on the edge of the sheet in the second set. The loops were opposite one another. He made 50 fasteners of gold, and coupled the sheets to each other with the fasteners, so that the tabernacle formed a single unit. He made sheets of goat's hair to be used as a tent covering. The tabernacle, he made 11 sheets. Each sheet was 45 feet long and 6 feet wide. All 11 sheets were the same size. He joined 5 sheets together and 6 sheets together. He made 50 loops on the edge of the outermost sheet in the first set, and 50 loops on the outermost sheet in the second set. He made 50 fasteners of bronze to join the tent together, so that it would be a single unit. He made a covering for the tent of tanned ram skins, and an outer covering of fine leather. He made the upright planks of acacia wood for the tabernacle. Each plank was 15 feet long and 2¼ feet wide. There were 2 projections on each plank, and the planks were joined one to another. This is how he made all the planks for the tabernacle. He made the planks for the tabernacle as follows: 20 planks for the south side facing southward. He made 40 silver sockets under the 20 planks, 2 sockets under one plank for its 2 projections, and 2 sockets under another plank for its 2 projections. For the second side of the tabernacle to the north, he made 20 planks, and there 40 silver sockets, 2 sockets under one plank and 2 under another. For the rear part of the tabernacle toward the west, he made 6 planks. For the corners of the tabernacle in the rear, he made 2 planks, double from the bottom all the way to the top, but joined at a single ring. He did the same with both of them at the 2 corners. Thus there were 8 planks with their silver sockets, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under each plank. He made crossbars of acacia wood, 5 for the planks of the one side of the tabernacle, 5 crossbars for the planks of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 crossbars for the planks at the side of the tabernacle at the rear toward the west. He made the middle crossbar so that it extended from one end of the planks to the other halfway up. He overlaid the planks with gold, made gold rings for them through which the crossbars could pass, and overlaid the crossbars with gold. He made the curtain of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely woven linen. He made them with cruvim worked in that had been crafted by a skilled artisan. He made for it 4 posts of acacia wood, and overlaid them with gold, and gold hooks, and cast for them 4 silver sockets. For the entrance of the tent he made a screen of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely woven linen, in colors the work of a weaver. With its 5 posts and their hooks, he overlaid their capitals and their attached rings for hanging with gold, while their 5 sockets were of bronze. Exodus 37. Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood, 3¾ feet long, 2¼ feet wide, and 2¼ feet high. He overlaid it with pure gold inside and outside, and put a molding of gold for it around the top. He cast 4 gold rings for it at its 4 feet, 2 rings on each side. He made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He put the carrying poles for the ark in the rings of the sides of the ark. He made a cover for the ark of pure gold, 3¾ feet long and 2¼ feet wide. He made 2 cherubim of gold. He made them of hammered work for the 2 ends of the ark cover, 1 cherub for one end, and 1 cherub for the other end. He made the cherubim of one piece, with the ark cover at its 2 ends. The cherubim had their wings spread out above, so that their wings covered the ark. Their faces were toward each other and toward the ark cover. He made the table of acacia wood 3 feet long, 18 inches wide, and 18 inches high. He overlaid it with pure gold, and put a molding of gold around the top of it. He made around it a rim a handbreadth width, and put a molding of gold around the rim. He cast for it 4 gold rings, and attached the rings to the 4 corners near to the 4 legs. The rings to hold the carrying poles for the table were placed close to the rim. He made the carrying poles for the tables of acacia wood, and overlaid them with gold. He made the utensils to be put on the table, its dishes, pans, bowls, and pitchers, of pure gold. He made the menorah of pure gold. He made it of hammered work. Its base, shaft, cups, rings of outer leaves, and flowers were a single unit. There were 6 branches extending from its side, 3 branches of the menorah on one side of it, and 3 on the other. On one branch there were 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, a ring of outer leaves and petals. Likewise, on the opposite branch 3 cups shaped like almond blossoms, a ring of outer leaves and petals, and similarly for all 6 branches extended from the menorah. On the central shaft of the menorah were 4 cups shaped like almond blossoms, each with its ring of outer leaves and petals. Where each pair of branches joined, the central shaft was a ring of outer leaves of one piece with the pair of branches, thus for all 6 branches. The rings of outer leaves and their branches were of one piece with the shaft. Thus the whole menorah was one piece of hammered work made of pure gold. He made its 7 lamps, its tongs, its trays of pure gold. The menorah and its utensils were made of 66 pounds of pure gold. He made the altar on which to burn incense of acacia wood, 18 inches square and 3 feet high. Its horns were a single unit. He overlaid it with pure gold, its tops, all around its sides and its horns, and he put around it a molding of gold. He made 2 gold rings for it under its molding at the 2 corners on both sides, to hold the carrying poles. He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He made the holy anointing oil and pure incense of aromatic plants substance, as would an expert perfume maker. Exodus chapter 38. He made the altar for burnt offerings of acacia wood, 7½ feet long and 7½ feet wide. It was square and 4½ feet high. He made horns for it on its 4 corners. The horns were of one piece with it, and he overlaid it with bronze. He made all the utensils for the altar, its pots, shovels, basins, meat hooks, and fire pans. All its utensils he made of bronze. He made for the altar a great bronze netting under its rim, reaching halfway up the altar. He cast 4 rings for the 4 ends of the bronze grate to hold the poles. He made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with bronze. He put the carrying poles into the rings on the sides of the altar. He made it of planks and hollow inside. He made the basin of bronze with its base of bronze from the mirrors of the women serving at the entrance to the tent of meeting. He made the courtyard on the south side, facing southward. The tapestries for the courtyard were made of finely woven linen, 150 feet long, supported on 20 posts in 20 bronze sockets. The hooks on the posts and attached rings for hanging were silver. On the north side, they were 150 feet long, hung on 20 posts in 20 bronze sockets, with the hooks on the posts and their rings of silver. On the west side were tapestries 75 feet long, hung on 10 posts in 10 sockets, with the hooks on the posts and their rings of silver. On the east side were tapestries 75 feet long. The tapestries for the one side of the gateway were 22.5 feet long, hung on 3 posts in 3 sockets. Likewise, for the other side, on either side of the gate, were tapestries 22.5 feet long, on 3 posts in 3 sockets. All the tapestries of the courtyard, all the way around, were of finely woven linen. The sockets for the posts were bronze. The hooks on the posts and their rings were of silver. The capitals of the posts were overlaid with silver, and all the posts of the courtyard were banded with silver. The screen for the gateway to the courtyard was the work of a weaver, in colors of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and finely woven linen. Its length was 30 feet, and its height 7.5 feet, all the way along, like the tapestry of the courtyard. It had 4 posts in 4 bronze sockets with silver hooks, capitals overlaid with silver, and silver fasteners. The tent pegs for the tabernacle and for the courtyard around it were of bronze. These are the accounts of the tabernacle of the testimony, recorded as Moshe ordered by the Levim under the direction of Itamar, the son of Aharon the Kohen, Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made everything that Adonai ordered Moshe to make. Assisting him was Aholiab, the son of Achisamach, of the tribe of Dan, who was an engraver, a designer, and weaver in colors in blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and in fine linen. All the gold used for the work in everything needed for the sanctuary, the gold of the offering, weighed 29 talents, 730 shekels, 1,930 pounds, using the sanctuary shekel. The silver given by the community weighed 100 talents, 1,775 shekels, 6,650 pounds, using the sanctuary shekel. This was a bekah per person, that is, half a shekel, 1/5 of an ounce, using the sanctuary shekel for everyone 20 years old or older, counted in the census, 603,550 men. The 100 talents of silver were used to cast the sockets for the sanctuary and the sockets for the curtain, 100 sockets made from the 100 talents, 1 talent, 66 pounds per socket. The 1,775 shekels, 50 pounds, he used to make hooks for the posts, to overlay their capitals, and to make fasteners for them. The bronze in the offering came to 4,680 pounds. He used it to make the sockets for the entrance to the tent of meeting, the bronze altar, its bronze gate, all the utensils for the altar, the sockets for the courtyard around it, the sockets for the gateway to the courtyard, all the tent pegs for the tabernacle, and all the tent pegs for the courtyard. Here ends the reading for today.